Hey everyone, today we are going to look at the difference between Java and C++. Java is a platform independent language. It is based on the concept of write once, run anywhere. It means if you write your code in Java in any of the operating systems, let us say if you write the code in Windows and if you want to run it in Linux, then you can do that because it is platform independent. While in case of C++, it is platform dependent. Let us say you're writing the code in Windows and if you want to run it in Linux, in that case you have to compile the code again in Linux. That's why C++ is based on the concept of write once, compile anywhere. Java is an object-oriented language, whereas C++ is both procedural and object-oriented language. The reason being that C++ was an extension of C language. C was completely or purely procedural language. Java uses both compiler and interpreter. So here after compiling the code, Java uses JVM as interpreter and JVM will be interacting with the operating system. But in case of C++, directly the compiler will be there which will be interacting with the software. So C++ uses only compiler. Java is mainly used for application programming. So in case if you want to make any web applications or most of the things related to web applications, then Java is widely used, and C++ is mostly used for system programming, or in case where performance is the most important criteria, then you select C++ over Java. For some applications like trading applications, their performance is of highest importance, so you prefer C++ over Java. Java has built-in support for threads, whereas C++ doesn't have any built-in support for threads. We rely on some other third parties to have the thread support in C++. Java doesn't support multiple inheritance through classes. It means if you have two classes A and B, and if there is another class C which wants to extend both A and B, then that is not possible in Java because it gives rise to ambiguity. If both the classes have the same method with the same name, then what method should the child class take, from which class it should take it. So that will be the problem with multiple inheritance in Java. So Java doesn't support multiple inheritance, but as a workaround you can implement multiple interfaces. C++ supports multiple inheritance, and ambiguity issue is resolved in C++ by making use of scope resolution operation. Java supports only call by value, whereas C++ supports both call by value and call by reference. Java does not support features like operator overloading, goto statements, structures, pointers, unions, and some other features which C++ has. So C++ supports features like operator overloading, goto statements, structures, pointers, and unions. Java has no virtual keyword. We can override all non-static methods by default. That means if there is any method which is non-static, then you can override it in the child class. While in case of C++, virtual keyword is used to determine whether a function can be overridden or not. Java supports unsigned right shift operator, whereas C++ doesn't support unsigned right shift operator. Java supports documentation comments, whereas C++ doesn't support documentation comments. Documentation comment is a multiple line comment where you will give it above the method name and you explain like what this method is about. In C++ that thing is not supported. If you find this video helpful, do like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel.